Hello, my name is Sister Donna Del Santo, and I'm a Sister of St. Joseph. Our order was founded in 1650 France by a small group of women and a young Jesuit, Jean-Pierre Médaille. They decided to serve God and God's people through prayer, community, and service. Pope Francis tells us today that today's religious need to be prophetic, capable of waking up the world, of showing they are a special breed who have something to say and to do for the world today. We take Pope Francis's message to heart through our love and service of God in the love and service of our neighbor, no matter who our neighbor is. How about you? What is God asking of you, and what is in your heart? Come visit and see if your heart finds a home with us.
My faith has always been very important to me, but it's more important now than it ever has been. My name is Erin Peterson. I am exploring the possibility of religious life.
I'm Sister Anita, and I made my final vows as a Sister of St. Joseph in 2014.
I used to fall asleep in church all the time when I was a kid. I would go to church, I would bring a stuffed animal, and I would fall asleep. I always thought habits were really cool. I don't know why. I always thought that they were really interesting. I always wanted to wear one.
I knew by the time I finished high school and was going to start college, in my own heart, I knew that whatever I did with the rest of my life, I wanted my relationship with God to inform that. I wanted the way I lived, the way I worked, the way I interacted with people to be informed by that growing relationship.
I'm not sure if it's for me or not, but I'm trying to figure that out. I'm going to be living with a sister, and I'm going to be doing a lot of work in their missionary sites. So I'm really excited about doing it because I want to see what it's all about.
When I went to Nazareth College of Rochester, founded by the Sisters of St. Joseph of Rochester, I was invited to participate in this volunteer experience for 1 week, and was immediately attracted to the Sisters of St. Joseph because they were excited about their own lives, full of joy, full of energy. And the most important part for me was everything they did and how they did it was because of their relationship with God, and they could share that with one another and with us. I felt connected to people that wanted to have that out in the open like that, where their relationship with God was so central.
You see someone in this life and you say, they're doing good things, or they're doing big things, or they're doing ordinary things in extraordinary ways, and I'm attracted to that. It's not only an attraction or a way of being, there's this interaction with God that you just can't break loose from. Is there a pull? Is there a yearning for something more?
I guess being pulled to something is like you can't control it. It's kind of like an internal conflict that I have going on. I don't want to do this, but I do.
A lot of people think that those people who are called to religious life get zapped with lightning out of heaven, and there's a calling from God. Anita, be a Sister of St. Joseph. We know it's not like that, but we sometimes wish it could be like that so we could be absolutely sure.
I think a lot of people stigmatize religious life, that a lot of people think that, it's just, you're so lonely.
Yes, sometimes you will be lonely, but it's not because you're in religious life. I think it's because that's a human experience. A lot of the time, you will have meaningful relationships with wonderful people.
Becoming a sister is not a choice that's really well known in today's world. It's not a choice that is even often encouraged.
To break from a vision that is the norm in our society today, to think differently, or to realize that a fulfilled, energized, wonderful life is possible outside of the typical imagining of such a life. Is that typical choice something that I feel strongly would be difficult for me to let go of, or am I finding that this is exactly where I've meant to be my whole life, and I'm just discovering that now? There is no choir like their song. There is no
I know that if I do enter, it's not necessarily just me that wants it, it's God that wants it, and He's definitely been shoving me in all kinds of directions.
I think for someone who's thinking about religious life, something down deep is attracting them. They really want to grow in their relationship with God, but they worry. They worry, how am I really going to know what God is calling me to? Do I know God well enough? And I think just trust the process. I think with guides in your life, spiritual direction, sisters that you're getting to know, you can grow in your spiritual life, and you can come to a place where you have a peace and a confidence about where God is leading you.
The more you get to know yourself and your own learning process and your own prayer process, you will be able to have peace and confidence, even if it's not that bolt of lightning that we sometimes wish for, where it's so obvious, so we could be absolutely sure. And all I can say is it's possible to be sure, even if it's not like that.
If I come out of this experience and I don't think it's for me, then I know. And, I've taken a month out of my life just to figure out, if this is something I want to continue to explore, if it's something that I don't think is for me. And I think that it's worth trying to figure out.